What's good, everyone? RagingYoshi with another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain the Memories.
Nice work! I say good riddance to that blabbermouth.
Marluxia, you used Vexen to test Sora's strength, didn't you?
Not just Sora's, it was yours too. We weren't sure if you actually had it in your bones to take out a fellow member. Well, I guess that you did. It's time to join up. Taking over the organization will be like child's play with the three of us.
So that's where Sora comes in.
Of course. He wants to see Naminé, so why don't we just give him what he wants?
Rejoice, Naminé. The time is near for you to meet the hero that you've been longing for.
I'm glad.
But I'm warning you. You better not do anything to betray Sora's feelings. Do you understand me, little one?
I understand.
All you need do is layer Sora's memories and bring his heart closer to you.
Sora. Even if you come for me, what then?
Riku!
You'll hurt Naminé if you go further.
You still want to fight? But Vexen's gone, so now you're free.
It doesn't matter what happens to him. I'm protecting Naminé from you. That's what's in my heart. Sora, I made a promise to Naminé. I promised to keep her safe.
You did?
There was a meteor shower this one night when she and I were little. Naminé got scared and said, what if a shooting star hits the islands? So I told her, if a shooting star comes this way, I will protect you.
You made a promise with a toy sword!
What? How do you know about that?
Because that was the promise I made to her that night. I would protect her. I said it.
Don't lie! You weren't the one there that night!
You're the one who wasn't there. That was when she gave her good luck charm to me.
Her what?
See?
Tell me, where did you get that? Sora. Good try.
Huh?
That must be a fake. I've got the real one right here.
Well, two of them?
Fake should be destroyed!
Well then, a lot of shit is hitting the fan currently. I don't quite know what to think of it all, but we do know that we have a fight versus Riku, which I did keep the fire deck on. It was partially me being lazy and not wanting to change decks, but it's also this deck's perfectly capable of taking this out. As I said, this deck, its only problem is Axel. Don't break it, he broke it. We just need to get the zero out. That was like the most important thing to happen there. He's not doing much damage to us if you've noticed. Although now you're actually getting a chance to see what Riku's different abilities look like. Oh, Goofy did some work to Riku right there, though. Shut it down. I'm proud of you guys. You guys make this a little bit easier. Actually being super duper helpful. Should take about 2 more Faragos. Yeah, 2 more. And down. Oh, we got a level up too. But yes, that fight's perfectly doable with the fire setup. Which I do like the fire setup, and so I do end up using it for a lot more of the rest of the game. Yeah, more HP.
Riku! Huh? It's just like mine. How'd he get this?
It turned into a card.
I don't understand what's going on.
Let's just keep moving, okay? It doesn't matter.
It does matter. How can 2 of you have the same memory? You can't both be right.
I'm wrong. Fine, then don't believe me.
That's not what he meant. We're just kind of worried.
Then let's ask Naminé. That should clear it up. Look, we don't have time to sit around, so let's go!
Sora, what happened to you?
What's that mean?
Well, you always get real touchy when it comes to stuff about Naminé. But before we came to this castle, you didn't even remember what her name was.
Now Naminé's the only thing you talk about.
It doesn't make sense. Maybe you should just slow down and think ahead about some of these things.
Think ahead? What is the matter with you guys? Do you want me to abandon her?
No, that's not it.
Then do whatever you want. You can lay back and take a nap for all I care. I'm going to find Naminé.
Sora!
You're all that he's got left. So then, if you don't stop this, no one will.
But it's too late.
You shouldn't give up just yet. Say, Naminé, have you noticed Marluxia doesn't seem to be around?
What are you saying?
Just that there's no one here who would want to get in your way. Just make it count. Now this should be interesting. Try and make it enjoyable, Sora. It's the least you can do for me, you know. Hey, wait. I'm enjoying this. You guys are something else.
Sora, that was no way to...
Keep it to yourself!
Oh my, oh my, oh my. What in the world just happened? So, at this point, Sora has left behind both Donald and Goofy. But, as you just saw on the screen, our next world that we have gotten is Destiny Island. Yes, Sora, that is right. We are back on Destiny Island for this world. And I will say, well, I'm going to take the time to comment on the series of cutscenes we just witnessed, because, geez, there was some expositional onslaught thrown out there. I guess the best way to explain is a lot of craziness happened. Donald and Goofy are recognizing why things don't quite sound right. Right. And Sora, unfortunately, for lack of a better way to put it, has his head too far up his ass to stop and think, something might not be right about all this. Or, better put, he's too busy trying to get to Naminé. I think that Donald and Goofy had a completely valid complaint where they were worried about Sora, and they just didn't want anything bad happening to him. But Sora, unfortunately, was too stubborn and bullheaded, and is just going to run straight forward into whatever is ahead of him, even if it could mean something bad. But, yeah. Also, if you're watching this cutscene, Sora could not remember the names of these three for quite a while, and he had to basically sit there and think about it, like, who are you guys? But that is not the most important thing in the world right now. But here we are, we have Titus, Wakka, and Sophie. If you've played Kingdom Hearts 1, you'll know that when you begin on Destiny Island, these are the three characters you were introduced to. Or, if you have played the Final Fantasy series, you know that Titus and Wakka are meant to be Titus and Wakka, or Titus as they pronounce it. A lot of other people pronounce it from Final Fantasy X, and I believe Selphie is from Final Fantasy VIII. Actually, I find that funny. Her name is Selphie. Like, it's not spelled the same way as if, like, you go like, oh, I'm taking a selfie. But, yeah, no. That's her name. But so, we have Destiny Island. So, I am fast forwarding this part of the video. Now, I didn't mess up a little bit, because there is a cutscene that I did fast forward through, but it is just a text cutscene. I realized I did it. I don't know how to undo it editing-wise, so I just figured not to make a big deal out of it. So, in this world, I'm going to take a moment to talk about our new enemies. I'm done. Yes, Twilight Town and Destiny Island, neither of those two worlds introduced any new Heartless for us to be fighting. In this world, you run into shadows, barrel spiders, dark balls, creeping plants, tornadoes, and crescendos. And everybody knows how much I love all these enemies. But it's not really that important. Here we have the first cutscene coming up that I accidentally fast forwarded through. It's not really that big of a deal. It's basically Sora running into Riku, and Sora like doesn't realize that this isn't the Riku that he's been fighting in the castle this whole time. This is the Riku from Sora's memories, the Riku Sora remembers from Destiny Island. But yes, something happens, and Riku runs off to warn everyone else, and Sora's like, he has to go and look after her. Which this whole time they've kept saying her. Which, in this point, it's supposed to mean Namine. But as well as it being supposed to meaning Namine, it's kind of also supposed to mean Kairi. If you play Kingdom Hearts 1, Kairi being the actual person who's close friends with Sora and Riku. But not this Namine person. But at this point, I think Sora can't even remember who Kairi is, which is really unfortunate. Because I do like Kairi as a character. But this world is honestly going to be a very, very quick run through. Because I'm basically just making rooms and then running through them. Because of how many rooms we end up having to make. Which we have to make a lot. Because, well, no, okay, it's not really a lot. It's just the game for some reason makes like a string of rooms in a line. Which is annoying. Oh, okay, looks like I stopped fast forwarding here for a moment. So here, we have a room to rewards here, which wants 33 points worth of blue, red, and green cards. So, I do decide to take the moment to... Why am I so bad at this? As I was saying, I do decide to take the moment to just very quickly get whatever's in this room. I normally leave these alone for the most part, but I kind of sort of remember there being something of an interesting nature here. I actually don't remember what it was when I got it. So yes, if you go into a room to rewards, you'll get a slightly extravagant layout leading up to a chest. And from these chests, you'll get different special items. In this case, we got a Mega Elixir, which is super duper useful. I think I'm probably going to end up incorporating that into my fire deck, hopefully. I hope that I'm smart enough to do that, because, you know, it's a friggin' Mega Elixir. Why don't I even go up there? I don't have to go up there to get to the door. We only have a few more rooms we need to make it through. So I think I end up trying to make as uneventful rooms as possible. We have a lot of Moments Reprieve cards though. So at this point when I was using all my cards, my main thing is I just wanted to make sure I had a blue 3. And some of you might be wondering why blue 3. Well, because the last world of the game, it is very, very, very important that you have a blue 3. No, Key of Guidance. There we go. Now we activate our Key of Guidance.
The island!
Huh. It appears I missed the voice cutscene. Well, it wasn't anything significant, so I'm not really that upset about it. I would have liked to have had like a little more something, like the sound for that cutscene. bumped up somewhat, but it's not that important. Here, we have Darkside. If you play Kingdom Hearts 1, he is the first, second, and like 5th from the last boss of the game. Yes, he does make many appearances in KH1, and even now he makes even more appearances. So, using the gimmick card will cause these platforms to rise up from the ground. They allow you to have a really easy time attacking Darkside for this fight, unless you can't platform on them. They do appear in the same spot every time, meaning if you know about where the big one's going to rise up from, you can stand there. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm just trying to get another gimmick card. Because I messed that first attack up, or my first attack opportunity up. Oh, we got a gimmick card. Nice. Alright. So now we're gonna wait for Darkside to attack us with something. Or we're just gonna get into the correct position. And from here, we're just gonna fire spam. Now, the way I'm using this does do a lot of damage. However, if I had a red Nocturne card, this would do so much more damage and be so much more effective. I think you could still hit him from the ground. I'm just choosing not to. I wonder if there's a point where I kind of just go, fuck it, we might as well try. Yeah, he's really weak, so he only needs a couple more hits. Yeah, no, these are hitting. The tracking's good enough. And boom. Nice and easy fight. It's honestly not very different from the actual Darkside fights other than it uses cards. But we have a cutscene coming up. Yes, we have a cutscene coming up.
Okay, I have to keep her safe. Namine! Can you hear me? Oh. Namine!
Sora, you really came for me.
It's you. It's really you. I've been through so much just to see you.
Yes, I wanted to see you too, but this isn't right. I messed up. I wanted to see you, but this isn't the right way.
Namine?
I was lonely for so long. I just couldn't bear it anymore. So I called out to your heart and had you come all the way out to this place. You came for me and I'm so happy, but to your heart I had to.
Don't worry. I'm here because I promised that I would protect you.
Sora. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be in this picture. That's true.
Namine?
That isn't me. I'm not there. I don't really exist inside your heart. I don't exist in anyone's heart. I never have existed anywhere.
What are you saying? What's gotten into you? Weren't we inseparable? Always together? But then you had to go away. I came here so I'd never lose you again.
Was it really me you wanted to see?
Of course it was. I know I've forgotten a lot of things in this castle, but never anything about you. Look! You gave this to me, didn't you?
You have it. My good luck charm. No, Sora! You can't believe me!
What am I supposed to do?
Think, Sora. Think just one more time. About who's most special to you. Call out to that piece of memory that glimmers faintly deep inside your heart. No matter how far away the light gets, your heart's voice will always reach it.
Who's most special to me? That's an easy one. It's you, Namit. Huh?